Well, hello everyone. I am relieved to see that it looks like the titles actually worked. Incredible compared to last week. Well, whatever I did obviously was successful. Hello everyone. How are you? I didn't see everyone's welcoming comments as I came in because I was busy actually preparing last minute things for this week's Journey Songs. But I did notice that we've got people from Malaysia, Greece, Holland, the United States, Belgium, Thailand, Singapore, the United Kingdom. Have I missed anyone out? I'm sure I have because I haven't scrolled through. I think we've got possibly Vietnam as well. I'm looking through now. Please let me know. Actually, when we do this next time, when you say hi right at the beginning during the countdown, it would be really helpful for me because usually I do look to just say, although I recognize a lot of you, just to say, hi from and announce the country, because then I can tell you all, how international this is, because it is very international. It's quite amazing actually. So if I've missed any countries out, let me know. I'm sure I have Hong Kong here as well. Sorry, Eva, I've just mentioned Hong Kong there. I hope that's okay. So look, let's say hello to some people here. I've got lots of people saying hi here. Thank goodness this is working better than it did last week. So I'm going to skim through some hellos here, everyone. I posted that last time. I know a lot of you wished me happy birthday during the stream, and I just didn't respond. And it was only after I'd finished and I watched the stream back that I suddenly could see all of your comments, because during the live stream I couldn't see any of them. I could see maybe 10 or 12. It was really odd. I was thinking, God, what's happening? There's not many people here. And then I suddenly saw there were lots of you. So I'm really sorry about that. There were some technical difficulties. So thank you all for your happy birthday greetings. I really appreciate it. It was very touching. So I'm going to say a few hellos here, and then I'll come back to you all as we progress with this particular Journey song. So, Isabel Everard says, hello, everyone from Belgium. Hello, Isabel. That's the spirit. Isabel, you've led the way. Neil is saying, hello, everyone. I panicked when I couldn't get on here at 4:50. I suddenly looked up, Neil, and saw it was 4:55 and thought, oh, my goodness, a bit late. Veronica's saying, greetings, Clark from Malaysia. Thank you, Veronica. You've reminded me. Malaysia, very good. And hello, Clark. Greetings from Greece. Oh, you're doing it anyway, aren't you? Thank you very much, man. Thank you for checking in from Greece. I love Greece. Did you know that? Yes, one of my favorite places on the planet. Spent some time there. Love it there. Lovely people as well. Yeah, big heart for Hellas. Who else we got here? Carly. Hello, Carly. How are you? Marcia's saying hi, everyone. Hi, Marcia, over there in Holland. I'm trying not to repeat people here. Hello, Lax. Lax in the United States. This will be the best ever Journey Songs episode. Thank you, Lax. You set the bar high. Ooh, gulp. I'll do my best. Lucretia's saying hi, everyone. Hello, Lucretia. Where else? I'm just skipping through. So Samantha's saying hi, everyone. So excited. This is one of my all-time favorites. Great, Samantha. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. Zena's saying hi, all. Didn't get a notification. That's weird. Zena, okay. I've just posted, as much as I can on Facebook and Instagram, which is where I'm focusing at the moment. Although I might expand that. I might expand to go to another one or two platforms as we progress. I'll talk to you about that soon. Okay, who else have we got here? Xenia Patsy. Hello from Athens. Another one from Hellas. Hello, Xenia. That's lovely that you're joining us. I hope that's okay. I say Hellas. Is that correct? From Greece anyway. Lovely to have someone else from Greece. I have some lovely memories of Athens. I'd love to go back there, and I'm sure I will soon. Laura saying, hello, everyone. Hi, Laura. How are you keeping? Hope all's good with you. Claire Halliday Mitchell. Hi. Hi, Claire. How are you? I hope you're keeping well. Hope you've got a lovely day wherever you are. And who else? I'm zooming through here. Sarah Smith is saying, hi, everyone. I see, Sarah, you've got a lovely NHS, that's the UK National Health Service logo on your profile picture. Big kudos to you. I'm a big supporter as well. Emma's saying, hi, Clark. Emma Anderson. Hello, Emma. How you keeping? Hope you're doing well. And we've got Sania is saying, hello, everyone. Hello, Sania. Good to see you here. Sarah Ann Knight. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Lovely that you could join us. We've messaged a couple times, haven't we, on Facebook this past week, so I'm glad you could make it. Setsuko is saying, hi, ciao, hola, salut, hello. And another greeting which I can't pronounce, and I should know how to do that, everyone. And Clark, thank you, Setsuko. That's great. That's a lovely way to greet everyone, and a very appropriate way because we are so international here. Who else have we got here? Please forgive me if I'm missing anyone out. I did say hi to lots of people. Eva is saying, hola, Clark. Hope you and your mum are well. Sorry for missing last week's session. I've made it today. Look forward to hearing the backstory of Tomorrow. One of the most important song of yours. Thank you very much, Eva. I think it is too. And it's nice to hear that there are other people out there who share that sentiment. Eva, and actually everyone in that part of the world, the clocks have gone forward here, so I'm hoping that it's slightly earlier for you now. It's probably still really late, but I'm hoping it's an hour earlier. Is that the case? Is there now an 1 hour less difference for all of you? Or did your clocks go forward as well? I don't know how it works. It's very confusing. Who else have we got here? Halle is saying, greetings from Scotland. Hello, Halle. How's things up in Scotland? I'm sure it's a lovely day up there. It's been a lovely day down here in the south as well. Miho is saying, hello, everyone. Hello, Miho. How are you? Alison is saying, hi, everyone. Hello, Alison. Good you could join us. And Eveline is saying, greetings from Denmark. Oh, we've got another country to add. I'm going to put that on my list here. Well, no, I won't because I'll probably mess things up. Lovely to have someone from Denmark as well. What a beautiful country Denmark is. Yes, I been there a few times, and yes, stunning. Love it there. Vanessa, did I say hello to you already, Vanessa? I can't remember, but hello, Vanessa. How are you? From Belgium. And Carol saying good afternoon, Clark and all. Hello, Carol. Great you could make it. Robert Rogers, hi Clark, greetings from rainy Connecticut. Oh, looking forward to today's episode. Hello, Robert. Good you could join us from Connecticut. Good you're getting a bit of rain. You know, I'm not too much, obviously, but we actually could do with some rain. We've had a very, very dry year so far, and that's a concern, which actually leads into the song we're going to be talking about today. But hopefully it will come. We've had snow, actually, a little bit of snow, which is quite more and more common now in April. The way things are going, we'll be getting it in May and then June and then July. Yeah, weird. Sally Ann is saying, good afternoon, Clark. Hello, Sally Ann. How you doing? And Kelly is saying, hi all. Hello, Kelly. How are you? I noticed you messaged and said a happy birthday to me last week, and I didn't see that message, so lovely to see you, Kelly. And Paul is saying, hello, Paul up in Aberdeen. Hope you're keeping well. Bob Camarina. Hello, Bob. You're right. Bob in the United States. Good morning and afternoon, depending on where you are. Well, exactly. I'm completely confused. It's good morning where you are, I think, Bob, isn't it? Yes, evening and late at night for some people here. David Bader. Hello, all from New York City. Hello, David. How are you? How's things in New York? I don't know what kind of, spring's a bit of a wild one in New York, isn't it? It can be very cold, can be beautiful as well. And cold can be beautiful. Kimberly Torture Rogers is saying, hi all, hope all is doing well. Hope everyone is doing well. Sorry, Kimberly. Lovely greeting. And Paul is saying, hi, Clark. Hoping your mum are doing well. Thanks, Paul. Roy Paul is saying, hi, Clark. Hi, all. Hey, Roy Paul. Thank you very much for joining us. And Ferdous is doing the countdown. Hello, hello, Clark. She's saying, and Sue Matthias is greetings as well. She's saying, "God, I love this group. Isn't that lovely? What a beautiful thing to say, Sue." And I think the feeling seems to be mutual. Um, Vanilla Villa Resort. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Hi, Clark. Hi, all. Greetings to you. Um, Rach Rodcounter. Hello, Rach. How are you? I hope, yes, I'm doing well. I hope you are doing well. Hope you're on the mend. I really hope so, Rach. Good that you could join us. Fantastic. Down there in lovely Devon. Okay. David's saying hello, hello, David. You're right, David Minnick, and Glax is saying stunning new intro. I'm glad you like it, Lax. We'll get to that in a minute because the song is obviously a song from what will be Journey Songs too. It's a song from the Tomorrow album, which you probably know, Lax, I'm sure. Okay, I know I've not said hello to everyone. I've said a Chiho hello. Said great opening, love it. I'm great to hear that. There's so many people here. Sabrina, hi Clark, hope you're well. Happy to see another Journey Songs. Alejandro Hardy, hola Clark, you're greeting me. Feliz de verte de nuevo. Tomorrow, it's a beautiful song. Greetings from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Alejandro, thank you very much. I'm glad you like the song. And yes, that's always meaningful for me to hear from family in Argentina. So who else do we have here? Carly's saying hi, Clark. Hi, Carly. And oh, everyone. Mark and Kirsty. How you doing? Hi, Clark. Hi, all. Mark and Kirsty Buckingham. And I could go Alan Ozan. Did I get that right, Alan? Really looking forward to this one. Sally Ann Johnson. Hi, Clark. I'm spending the first quite a few minutes on this. And Roz, evening all from glorious Wolverhampton. Hello, Roz. How are you keeping? I'm sure it is glorious up there. It's a lovely part of the world. Polly's saying happy Sunday. Hello, Polly Aitken. Nice you could join us again. And yes, Andleeb is saying hello. Hello to you, Andleeb. Lovely to hear from you. Okay, Jennifer Kibbe is saying Florida. Ah, you're from Florida. Very good. Saw you on the 80s cruise, did you, Jennifer? It's great you're joining us, or joining me in this case. I'm glad you could make it. Fantastic. Yeah, Florida. Well, I like Florida very much. I've got a very, very dear friend out there. I lived there for very many years. I hope you enjoyed the 80s cruise. It was quite an experience, wasn't it? Pranav from New York. Hello, Pranav. Greetings from rainy New York City. Ah, that's what it is rain. Okay. Pranav, great you could join us. Always wonderful to have you here, my friend. And Carl is from the USA. Everyone's now letting me know. That's great. From Thailand, Vanillaville Resort. And Steve Kellogg is saying, hi, Clark. Fleet in the UK, just up the road, Lucretia. I'll try and remember that, Lucretia. You've told me that before. A quick message here from Marshall I want to read out. Hi, Clark. Hope you're doing well. Tomorrow is such a beautiful song and so relevant. I get goosebumps every time when I hear it. You are really brilliant. Greetings from Holland. That's very kind of you, Marcia. I didn't realise that's what you said. I didn't out of the corner of my eye see that and thought, I should share that one. I had no idea. Thank you very much. Well, tomorrow is an important song to me, so we'll get to it in a minute. Yeah, it's very international, isn't it? Have I missed anyone out? We're getting all the different countries here. I think I've mentioned a lot of the countries, which is great. Susana Naya Rosales. Hi, Clark. Hi, everyone. Greetings from La Coruna, Spain. Ah, from España. Fantastic. That's great. So we've got another country to add. This is great. Henning Klein, hello from Hamburg, Germany. Oh, fantastic. So we've got someone from Germany. This is great. God, there's a lot of different people here from all over the world. It's fantastic. I'm very happy about this. Richard Watchorn, hello, Richard. Good afternoon. Clark from a chilly Midlands, another person in the Midlands. Hope you're well and glad to have Journey Songs back in its regular position. Hello to everyone. Richard, great you could join us. Moya from Ireland. Yes, I should have mentioned Ireland. Sorry, Moya. I didn't see you were watching. Fantastic. Yog Tropicana, hello from Saint-Tropez. Ah, fantastic, Saint Tropez. That's another one to add to the list. Greetings to you. And who else have we got here that I haven't said? Claire's saying from Belfast. Okay, fantastic, Northern Ireland. Um, we've got Keon here from Canada. Fantastic. It just gets it's getting bigger and bigger. Polly from Suffolk. Everyone's telling me all kinds of things here. Matthew, hello Matthew Striker. Did I get that right, Striker? Did I pronounce that correctly? Sorry, man, if I didn't. Um, with a name like mine, Datchler, you can imagine I've been used to all kinds of pronunciations. Anyway, from Michigan. I'm going to move on. Lou's saying hi, running a bit late. Hello, Lou. Hello, Keith. How you keeping? Susan Zhang, hi all from Hong Kong. Another one from Hong Kong. Hello, Susan. Very, very fond memories of Hong Kong. Good people out there, really good people. And Marek. Marek will be easy to say hello from all over the world. Glad to enjoy another sunny Sunday with fantastic JHJ team. Fantastic, everyone. Arthur's saying, rock and roll brother from Arthur, my friend there in Maine, USA. Good to see you, Art, as part of the team here today. Christopher. Hi, Chris. How you keeping up in Liverpool? I know. And Ang Lee is up in Rutland. Ah, good. Okay, Rutland in the UK. Ezria is just pointing out Penang in Hong Kong. Another one in Hong Kong. Very good, Ezria. Okay, Eva's saying Japan, it's 1 a.m. Oh my goodness, that's early, isn't it? Okay, well, thank you everyone who's in. There you are. Oh, okay, so Chiho's saying an hour earlier in Japan helps me stay up a lot. I'm pretty glad. Doesn't sound like a lot earlier, but thank you very much. Okay, look, I'm going to move on, everyone, because I know I've been talking a lot here. Although I've seen Rocio. Hello, everyone. Doing what you love, and at the same time, traveling the world must be so exciting. Here to enjoy the show. Hello, Rocio. Lovely to hear from you and that you've managed to make it. Fantastic. Davina Davina Dani, greetings from Indonesia. Indonesia again? More? My goodness. This is pretty cool, everyone. Sharon Simcock is up in sunny Lancashire, UK. Yes, okay. Well, I'm sorry if I've left anyone out here. Of course I have. Michelle Collingwood, hello. Howard Dobson, how you doing? Josh Duffy, hello, Josh. You doing all right in Iowa? Rafael Lopez in Brazil. Great. We've got someone from Brazil. We're adding to the list. I'm spending so much time on this, aren't I? Tristan Sanchez, Xorba, Helen Maria from Hungary. Oh, hey, that's fantastic. That's wonderful to have someone from Eastern Europe. I'm so pleased to hear that. Welcome. Fantastic. I know I've missed people out here. I'm so sorry. David Berchot from France. La France, fantastic. Very happy to hear that. Sally-Anne is saying, if my husband was here, he would love this song. Sally-Anne, that's very touching. Well, hopefully it is touching him in some way, somehow. I think that is the case. Okay, everyone. I know I've not included everyone. Philippe from Zurich. How you doing, Philippe? Thanks for joining us. Okay, I have to move on. Sorry, everyone. I'll really try and come back. Myra's saying hi. I'm missing everyone. Oh, what's this? Gianchiario Verde. I've got my contact lenses in, so I don't see quite as well as normal. Avalos. I probably pronounced that really badly. Clark, hello from Peru. Fantastic. We've got Argentina, we've got Brazil, we've got Peru. We've got a South American contingent here. This is good stuff. I'm glad to hear this. Majedi Hassan from Indonesia, fantastic. Another one from Indonesia. Andrew from Shrewsbury. Oh, my goodness. I could go on. I'm sorry, I'm having to. Angie's down in Cornwall. Ray Sean is saying hi. Everyone's saying hello. Tony from Warminster. It goes on and on. Oh, I don't know where to stop. I don't want to leave anyone out, but I am going to have to leave it here and proceed. Okay, everyone, because this is going to go on and on otherwise. I need a cup of tea after that. Oh, let's get that. That's better. That was the longest greeting I've ever done in a Journey song, don't you think? Oh, I hope I'm going to be able to sing after that. Okay, everyone. A friendly reminder that Journey Songs 1 is still available, but I'm putting, and I know most of you have probably bought this already, but if you haven't, this is what the first season of Journey Songs was all about. This is the one that happened last year. 6 months of weekly episodes. And these were the original recordings that season was based on. This is my solo album, Rain Dance and Fishing for Souls, and recordings that you would have never heard before that got included on this 3-disc album. But I've got a new music store. This is why I flashed this up now. www.musicglue.com/Clark Batchelor. Music Glue is a company that specialise in music stores for artists like myself. So just so you know, if you're interested and you haven't bought the album yet, the CD that is, that's where you need to go. And if you don't remember that, just go to clarkbatchelor.com, look at the top menu bar and you'll see store and it will take you there. Okay? It's a very special album, I think, even though I say so myself. Okay. Well, we're going to move on now to an album called Tomorrow. Now, I look a bit different there, don't I? This album came out after a period of years where none of you had heard anything from me. I mean, many years. What, 15? Yeah, probably about 15 years, maybe 14. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But I can't, I'm going to slowly, explain the story behind this as we go through this coming season of Journey Songs. I'm not going to try and do it all now. But what is interesting is the title track of this album, Tomorrow, was actually one of the last songs that I wrote and recorded for the album. So we're kind of coming at this in reverse, because most of the recording happened before I did the song Tomorrow. And in actual fact, as some of you may know, I'm looking at you now, I can't see you personally, but as some of you may know, this actually came out in 2006, 1 year earlier, under the name of Night Fox. And it was missing a couple of tracks, if memory serves me right. It wasn't missing, it was a 10-track album and I thought it was complete. And I came out under the name of Night Fox because I really wanted to represent myself differently. I had spent time with Native Americans in my years in the United States. That's what they called me. And I wanted to have a fresh start and be that person, that part of me that is there, that is in here. But then I did something kind of interesting. I wrote a song called Nothing Left to Lose. And in that song, that song is what you hear at the beginning of Journey Songs now. You hear a section of song. And Nothing Left to Lose was a song in which I allowed myself to do something that had something of Johnny Hates Jazz about it, which I had not done for 15 years. I just thought to myself, you know what, I'm not going to resist this anymore. I'm going to just try something. Because really, I wrote Shattered Dreams. I wrote I Don't Want to Be a Hero, Turn Back the Clock. That's me. And I wrote this song called Nothing Left to Lose, and I listened to it and recorded it. And I thought, oh no, this is good. This has to go on the album. And then I came up with a way of rearranging Shattered Dreams, which was sounded like it would work on this album. It's totally different. So anyway, I then re-released it as Clark Datchler um, tomorrow. So a 12-track album. So let's let's move forward, folks, because as you can see, I look very different to how I look now. That's a story in and of itself, but really, it's a representation of the fact that if you remember, I explained in one of the Journey Songs episodes about the song Rain Dance, and someone had pointed this out. I think it might have been Ezria. Was it you, Ezria? Sorry if I got that wrong. In a message on or one of the comments on Facebook, that that was an environmental song, and I was more and more moving in the direction of concern for the planet. And as things were changing for me, with my relationship with the music business, I really went in a very different direction and moved to a city called Bath in the United Kingdom. It's in the West Country. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. It's the city, just so you know, where Tears for Fears come from, and where Peter Gabriel set up Real World Studios. It's a unique place, a World Heritage City actually. Anyway, I'm going to try and cut a long, long story short, but I went there because the environmental movement was gathering momentum, and Bath was one of those places where it had formed a kind of a foundation. It was quite alternative, even though it's a very beautiful, elegant, kind of formal-looking Georgian city. And I set up a studio at Real World Studios there. And so originally I started recording in I'd say probably let's be general here, the mid 90s at Real World. That's an image of one of the studios, the main studio at Real World. Um, and I just started experimenting with a very different kind of music. I taught myself an instrument called a bouzouki. You can see them back there. I know that one looks like a guitar, but they're like a guitar-sized mandolin. And I'll be playing a bouzouki in coming Journey songs because I wrote some of those songs on a bouzouki. It's kind of like a folky guitar. That's how I view it. It's a wonderful instrument. Um, and my main thing was that I really wanted to put myself in an environment which would influence me and the music that I made. And critically, I wanted to get close to the land. I knew that the land was what was going to influence me more than anything. Real World Studios was nice and everything. It was kind of the centre of world music in the UK and to an extent in much of the world, actually. And that was thanks to Peter Gabriel and his creation of WOMAD, the World of Music, Art and Dance, which is, they were festivals and then a music label, and he did some amazing things with bringing world music into the international arena. And that was inspiring in a way, but actually that part of the world, the West Country of England, is really lovely. As there, most of the world has beautiful, beautiful places. I'm sure you all do, close by or at least within reach. And this was one of those places for me. Actually, when I started recording on what would become tomorrow, actually, I would say what would become Journey Songs 2, Peter offered me his own personal recording studio, his own writing room, which he didn't let anyone else use, but he made an exception with me because we got to know each other a little. And so I really started work on what would become the Tomorrow album in this room, which is where Peter did and still does a lot of his writing. And I wrote and recorded a lot of music there before I recorded the first song of the Tomorrow album. Now, that's another album in and of itself, and that's going to be added to tomorrow to create Journey Songs 2. It's an album. It was finished. These aren't demos. This is a full thing, and it's really interesting because when you hear it all together, it's a musical evolution, but very much part of the same family. It's got a lot of world music. It's still kind of folk rock pop, as I used to call it. What did I used to call it? World folk rock, I think I used to call it. It's world folk rock pop, I think. Um, but if you like my songwriting, you'll love this stuff because it's still my songwriting and my voice. So it's not too left field or anything. Anyway, um, so to come back to the purpose behind the album, it was one thing to be influenced by the album, in terms of being influenced by the land, but also I wanted to then project what I felt and what I interpreted from my experience of being close to the land through the songs that I wrote. And in the booklet of the album tomorrow, actually I've got a copy here. Here's a copy of the original Tomorrow album, which opens up like that. It was a really cool album, actually, and as a booklet in here. And as you can see there, it's got a kind of a... Interesting this, you can see it's got a kind of a an hourglass on it, a stylized hourglass, which looks a little bit like the symbol of Extinction Rebellion for anyone who has seen their symbol. They're an extreme environmental group. Well, I did this years and years before Extinction Rebellion existed, and I'm not really making a point here. They've never seen this before. But anyway, so in the booklet, I make a point which I think hopefully will clarify where I'm coming from. So I'm going to flash it up there and here, and I'll read it from here and you can read it from the screen. This album is dedicated to the future people of Earth. When they look back at our troubled time, may they celebrate our achievements and forgive us our failures. So that really was my message and what propelled me to create this body of work. This body of work, I say, which a small part of which became the album Tomorrow, but actually there was a lot more to it. You're not going to be surprised. There's 3 discs worth of music which will form Journey Songs 2, which is really the complete journey of Tomorrow. Or as I was thinking of actually subtitling it, A Tale of Tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not yet, but it is one thing. Whereas Journey Songs 1, although that music had a relationship with one another, as you know, because I did some re-recording and reinterpretation of Crown of Thorns and State of Play and this kind of thing. These are not reinterpretations as such. This is, an ongoing process, although there actually ended up being some reinterpretations, but differently. I can't explain it right now. We'll get there. Anyway, I think when you read this, I don't really need to explain it, because this is you can interpret this about the environment. You can interpret this about conflict. You can interpret this about just how we treat one another for various reasons. How we treat animals. How we treat forests. How we treat the oceans. How we treat rivers. Lakes, I think there's so many ways we can look at this. How we treat old people. How we treat children. It sounds like I'm putting us as humanity down and down and down and down, and I don't see the world in as dark a view as that. I think that there are some wonderful humans in the world, and I think actually most humans have mostly wonderful things about them, but somehow we allow often the worst of us to achieve the highest of positions, or rather the most powerful of positions. And that is what is worrying. And we're seeing, the ramifications of that around us in different parts of the world right now. And always have, unfortunately. So that's why I say I hope the children of the future will look back and really celebrate what we are achieving and what is beautiful about what we're trying to do. Because, environmentally, we are taking ground. This conversation is not just happening. There is massive investment in renewable energy. There's a realization that our planet is fragile and our place on the planet is even more fragile. We'll get to that in a minute. And I think that we are, as a humanity, very, very slowly evolving. Not all at the same time, not all in the same way, but I think there is an evolution happening. But the question is, are we going to get there quick enough? And that's a question. I think we can still. I think we can. But this goes back, folks, to this interesting thing about where we're at right now. I know I'm doing a lot of talking, and we're going to get to the music in a minute, and then I want to hear from you first, actually. We've got a very polarized debate, about Mother Earth right now. We've got one group of people who are, I think, smaller and smaller now, who don't really want to talk about it and are trying to make out that, this is purely the seasonal changes that we're seeing. That is the fact that the seasons seem to be changing in a very disturbing way. We're getting longer summers and drier winters and more extremity. Is somehow just a natural occurrence, and there may be a degree of natural occurrence. I'm not denying that. I'm not the be all and end all in terms of my understanding of this. And then you've got other people who say, just listen to scientists, listen to the science. They are the ones who have the answer. And if it's a two-sided coin, I'm with them. But it's very black and white. Throughout time, poets, troubadours, painters, sculptors have all tried to listen to what the earth has to say, what trees have to say, what animals have to say. And I know that might sound a little esoteric, but it's true, because that's poets across the ages have always spoken about this fact of how they would go out to the wild places, and that's where they would be inspired to write their poetry. They would literally go out there and listen internally. They'd have an internal dialogue with those wild places, because those wild places have a very different presence than if you're in the middle of an urban situation, which is very much a human experience. The wild places is less human influenced. It's more influenced by something other dimensional. And that's really where I was coming from with Making Tomorrow, which is why I started off in Bath. And then I started recording in other places. I went down to Cornwall in the southwest of the UK. Then I went to Wales. Then I was up in Scotland, and I will talk more about the Highlands, my time up there, in the coming episodes, because it was all very special. And then I went to the United States. Now, I went to several places in the US, but where I kind of did my most important recording was in Arizona. And I'm going to make this particular picture much bigger than I usually would, because you won't see the detail otherwise. This is to show you where my studio was. So that's the building at the bottom of the screen there, within the trees. And if you look just to the right of the building, you might be able to see the solar panels that are there pointing up at the sky. But I really went there, again, you can see I really went for it in terms of the influence of wild land. That was really another level. And I've got a picture here, which I've only just found actually, of me in my studio at the time, probably working on tomorrow actually. And then a picture I think some of you have seen already of me at my piano there with slightly longer hair. And that piano actually is this one here behind me that you have seen in every Journey Songs episode, is the very piano that I recorded Tomorrow on, and all the songs on the Tomorrow album. And in fact, actually, all the songs on the Tomorrow album. The other songs from Real World were not recorded on this because I found this in the United States. So that gives you a kind of a sense. And just to conclude, before I hear from all of you, what was interesting was that eventually Tomorrow came out. I self-released it. This is before Facebook. This was in the time of MySpace. Okay? This is going back away, 2007. We forget how different it was then. It was hard to reach people, to connect with people. But to cut a long story short, I've told this story many times. I was contacted by someone who's become a very close friend of mine, Marco Voigt in Germany, and him and Sven Kruger and Alexia Oswald were wanting to put together an environmental awards ceremony, which was then called the Clean Tech Media Awards. They're now called the Green Awards, which are part of the Green Tech Festival, the biggest environmental festival in Europe. And they asked if I'd perform at the awards, if I'd support it. It was going to be very small, that it was the first time they'd ever done anything like that. I said, of course I would, because they knew that this subject was close to my heart. This was going to be a celebration of clean technology as a potential answer to our environmental challenges as a people. And I love that idea. I performed at the first awards in 2008, and I was surprisingly given an award myself. I was given the first Green Music Award, and since then other people have received that award, and I'm listed actually as a luminary of the Green Tech Festival alongside Elon Musk and Bob Geldof, which is really lovely. I'm always touched by that. And I was actually at the first Green Awards in London a few months ago. So I've always kept very close to those awards, and that was a direct result of Tomorrow, and in particular this song. Eventually, folks, as you can see, I cut my hair, which was quite a moment, but I felt it was the right thing to do, and I actually came up with a new cover for the album. And some of you probably listened to Tomorrow because it was on the streaming services for quite a while. So hopefully a lot of you had heard that. And then I took it off in preparation for what I'm doing now. So there you go. Which cover do you prefer? Old Tomorrow or New Tomorrow? Let me know, folks. I'm just curious. Just curious. No potential reason. Okay. Folks, I'm looking at the time and I've really talked a lot. Okay, let me just hear from you, and then I think we need to hear the song, okay? Where are we? Vanessa's saying the album came out around the time my daughter was born, and I really played it a lot in my time at home then. It was a very special time for me. I was so glad your music came back into my life and hope it will stay there for a long time to come. Oh, that's lovely, Vanessa. Yeah, absolutely. I will do my best to make sure it does stay with you for a long time to come. That's a lovely memory. Thank you. What else have we got here? Grian Cario in Peru, you're saying, I hope I got that right, I'm sorry. Clark, thank you very much for writing such beautiful songs. You're very welcome, my goodness, thank you. What have we got here? We've got Esri is saying, yes, one of my favourite tracks on the Tomorrow album, play with very powerful bouzouki. That track is called Power. Yes, there is a song called Power. That I play with bouzouki. You're quite right, Ezra. We'll get to that. Well mentioned. Lax is saying even the packaging on this CD was so environmentally friendly, so ahead of its time. Well, yeah, Lax. I think it was actually. I think it still is. I can't understand why there are not more environmentally oriented records out there. There have been a few now, but at the end of the day, folks, me, I can talk as much as I want about the environment and Mother Earth and all the rest of it. A song's got to be good, hasn't it? You still got to like it. You still got to want to sing along with it. It's still got to want to move you. You know, I'm the same as all of you. I don't care what the subject is if it doesn't touch me. It's got to touch me as well. So it's a difficult combination. So I'm trying my best in that regard. I hope I'm doing all right there. Um, Neil is saying the Journey Songs 2 release is sounding even more exciting, if that's possible. Thanks, Neil. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Actually, it's a mammoth task to get it together, but I'm going to talk to all of you about that soon. Um, our friend in Hellas is, and I'm sorry, man. I wish I could pronounce your name correctly. Is saying try to find on YouTube, and you're talking about, I think, um, a bouzouki player. Even Jimi Hendrix said that he was a master on bouzouki. Oh, I will look that up. Thank you very, very much. Yes, bouzouki, I should say, is originally a Greek instrument, Turkish Greek instrument. I play the Irish bouzouki, which is a flat back bouzouki, whereas the Greek bouzouki is a rounded back. They sound quite different, but they actually, very similar in other ways. Okay. Um, who else have we got here? Um, Sue is saying interesting stuff. As where I now am in Suffolk Coast, there is controversy about building a new power station and wind farms. Yeah, this is going to be difficult, Sue, isn't it? Because we have to make some very difficult decisions, especially with the shortage of raw materials for power as we're all experiencing right now. But I'm a firm believer we have to go with renewables, and we have to go with renewables in as safe a way as possible. I won't get into this too much; it gets too political, and I'm happy to get political, but we don't really have time, Journey Songs wise. But Sue, I can well believe it's a contentious issue. But we've got to go the renewable way until nuclear fusion is perfected. Nuclear fusion is not the same as nuclear fission. Nuclear fission, a lot of you know this already, I know, but nuclear fission are the nuclear reactors we have now. That's not what I mean. Nuclear fusion is called cold fusion. That's what is being experimented with in Oxford, in South Korea, in the United States, in France. They're building a huge nuclear fusion plant to test it. This is going to be far, far safer. There's going to be hardly any toxic waste from this thing. This is a very, very important step. And of course, hydrogen. I'm very, very much in favour of hydrogen. As far as I'm concerned, a much more promising fuel than electric vehicles. But then we're going to get into a huge discussion there. Anyway. Okay, Fraser J saying, hey Clark, hope you and your family are doing well. You were a massive influence for me growing up, especially your songwriting talent. And I just wanted to say thank you. Fraser, that's really cool of you. You're very welcome. And I love hearing that because I was influenced by songwriters and musicians when I was younger. And I always want to tell them that they influenced me. So thank you so much, Fraser. I appreciate that very much. Ana Santiago is saying, hi, dear Clark, greetings from Brazil. Another one from Brazil. Hola. Oh, I've just said that in Spanish. Is that the same word? I don't know. Kisses, love, and peace. When you come here, you know we love you and all JHJ songs. Come here. It will be a dream. Bye-bye. I hope so. That's got to happen one of these days, isn't it? Majedi is saying, love the lyrics of Tomorrow. We're going to get into that in a second. Has everyone got time? Yeah, we're pushing it a bit. Here we go. People are now responding to which of the covers they like. Okay. Someone's saying, Ang is saying Old Tomorrow. Lax is saying both. David's saying I like the new one. Ezri is saying both. Keon is saying The new tomorrow. Veronica's saying new. Kelly's saying new. Oh, that's very interesting. Lax is saying old. Love them both, but Carol's saying love the older one. If you had to choose, Joshua's saying news. Carly's saying old. Robert's saying Robert's saying new. Myra's saying the old. Oh my goodness. I am now very confused. It's literally 50-50. Okay, everyone. Um, oh, there we go. We've got Bobby saying, Clark, those Night Fox CDs are very hard to find and go for big dollars if you find them. Well, that's very interesting, Bob. We'll talk about that because I actually have a few. And yes, there is something I'm going to talk about coming up about the Tomorrow CD and those few very rare Night Fox CDs, which I think everyone will find quite interesting. John, hello John, how are you doing? My friend John Berge there in Norway. I thought we'd lost you. I was so glad when you came back, John. Yes, thank you very much, man, and I appreciate the fact that you kept the flame alive for Johnny Hates Jazz all those years with JohnnyHatesJazz.com, the original. So I appreciate that, John. Always been very supportive, as all of you have, and that means a lot to me. Okay. I'm going to have to move on. You know what? I'm going to have to move on, everyone, because, yeah. Okay. I think, folks, I was going to go through the lyrics with you, but I think we're really pushing it time-wise. So let me just very quickly touch on this. We'll do this quickly. The only thing for certain is that nothing is certain. That's my philosophy. Is this a new beginning for humanity in the new millennium, or the final curtain? Is it the end? Whichever way the wind blows, whichever way things go, some seeds grow and some die. I guess I'm just not ready to say goodbye. In other words, in any new time, we lose something and we gain something. And I'm saying, like all of us are saying, I don't want to go yet. I want humanity to continue, but in a much kinder, more fruitful, more creative, and more peaceful way. Okay, this is back in 2007, remember? The summer's getting hotter and the winter shorter. Will we face the reasons for the seasons tomorrow? In other words, are we going to face the consequences for how we have affected the seasons adversely, badly, in the future? Well, the answer is yes, because we're facing that now. Whichever way the wind blows, some leaves fall and some fly. But woman, I'm not ready to say goodbye, because I turn this into a love song. I feel the changes are coming. Without you, life would be nothing. All that I ask is that love will survive tomorrow. And that, of course, is between me and a person who's not anyone in particular, but also love for one another, for all life on earth. The birds are disappearing, as we're all seeing around us. Are they leaving forever? If everything is finite, in other words, if everything has a limited existence, then let's shine bright together. Let's live our lives with brightness. Whichever way the wind blows, new seeds can grow in time. Because you and I aren't ready to say goodbye. So that means whatever comes down, whatever challenges we face, we as a humanity will survive and we will build something better. We're going to do it. We're going to do it, people. Okay, I need a cup of tea. I've done a lot of talking. Hope that was okay, everyone. Tea time. Joshua's just said the woman is Mother Earth. I like that, Joshua. That's beautiful. I'm with you. Okay. So, that is actually correct, Joshua. You're right. You reminded me. It's a long time since I wrote that song. Okay, everyone, here we go. And as you can see, I have the special angle for you to see me making a mistake. Okay, I calm myself now after all that talking. Next time I will talk less. Hope you're doing alright. The only thing for certain is that nothing is certain. Is this a new beginning or the final curtain? Whichever way the wind blows, some seeds grow and some die. I guess I'm just not ready to say goodbye. The summer's getting hotter and the winter shorter. Will we face the reasons for the seasons tomorrow? Whichever way the wind blows, some leaves fall and some fly. But woman, I'm not ready to say goodbye. I feel the changes are coming. Without you, life would be nothing. All that I ask is that love will survive tomorrow. The birds are disappearing. Are they leaving forever? If everything is finite, then let's shine bright together. Whichever way the wind blows, new seeds can grow in time. But woman, I'm not ready to say goodbye. Survive, yeah. I feel the changes are coming. Without you, life would be nothing. All that I ask is that love will survive. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. There. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It's uh, it's a song that I hope I play a lot more in the future because it's a song I feel should have a future. Um, so yes, thank you very much for listening, everyone. Yeah, I'm a bit speechless after all of that talk, and I finally played the song. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, a one-off performance, some improvised chords in there, as ever. Um, I thought I would. Everyone's saying some lovely things, and I really appreciate that. It seems that everyone appreciated it, especially the high notes. Thank you, everyone. Okay, um, I thought I would just conclude with an image from the future. I told you about the TV show that I am in development with my friends in the United States and also a friend here in the UK. I thought I'd just share with you a quick picture of the listening room with Clark Datchler in process. There it is. Just a quick glimpse. Be more of that soon. Okay, everyone. Now, this is important, folks. I need a cup of tea before I say this. And I have gone way over time, haven't I? A few people are saying, let's keep going. That's true. Yes, some lovely points here. Everyone's saying about, the point of tomorrow really is that we have to answer the challenges we face now for the sake of our children. And not just our children. I'm a great believer that this earth is for all life. It's not just for humans. It's for all beings, whether they be animal, plant. I mean, we're animals, everyone, so it should be for all animal kind. And one of our evolutionary processes has to be that we treat animals far better than we do. My goodness. We've got so far to go before we can truly call ourselves civilized, just by looking at how we treat animals, let alone each other. So, okay, everyone. If you remember, when I started Journey Songs, March 27th, 2021, it was during the pandemic. Everything had come to a stop. I was able to live stream every week, and there was nothing interrupting me anyway. Well, it came to an end in September 2021 because we began to come out of the pandemic, and I went on tour with Johnny Hates Jazz alongside Level 42, and that was the reason it actually came to a finish. But it was a good thing. It allowed me time to kind of reassess what I was going to do for Journey Songs this year. So this year's different, of course, because the pandemic is certainly in the UK more behind us than in front of us, put it that way. But that means that there are more demands on my time, not just from Journey Songs. I have recording commitments and I have live commitments. So it's going to be hard to live stream every weekend as much as I would like to, because I love doing it, because I spend about 3 days preparing for this each time. I spend Friday, Saturday and the Sunday as I live stream. And I want to keep doing that, okay? So I have made the executive decision, and I hope you'll all stick with me, please, when I say this, to live stream twice a month. I'm going to be live streaming at the beginning of the month and middle of the month. That's my plan, okay? And that will allow me to fulfill my recording commitments and my live commitments, especially as we get into spring and summer, when I'm going to be doing festivals with Johnny Hates Jazz, and there's going to be probably more activity with the Listening Room, the TV show. But that's all ahead. At the moment, I'm actually re-recording Shattered Dreams, I Don't Want to Be a Hero, Turn Back the Clock, for an 80s classical album. More about that soon, okay? But that's going to be Johnny Hates Jazz with Orchestra of Opera North. These are classical arrangements of those songs. So I'm re-recording them right now. So there's an awful lot to do. So I'm seeing everyone is being very cool. I appreciate that. That's wonderful. Oh, Lex is saying infinitely better. Thanks, Lex. Laura's saying completely understand. Kelly's saying sadly we understand. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, Kelly, actually. Zena's saying that's okay, Clark. Raphael, your music touched me deeply, and I'm happy to be here with you in the other side of the world, but by your side. Raphael, thank you. That's a beautiful thing to say, man. Thank you very much. Okay, and Polly's saying we're 100% behind your commitments. You earned it. Thank you so much, Polly. Everyone, thank you. You're all being very supportive. I think you all need to go now. I can tell probably it's been a long one for you. So thank you very much. That means, everyone, the next Journey songs will be April the 17th, Sunday, April the 17th. I'll post probably next weekend which song I'm going to do. Okay, so you'll actually have more time to get into the song and to listen to it. So it might actually work out better, okay? In the meantime, thank you very much for joining me. I know I've talked my socks off. I've talked your socks off as well. I'll try and be a bit less verbose next time. Take care of yourselves. Look after yourselves. Look after one another. Look after the planet. Adios. Bye for now.